So how many wires are just hanging out there, like, not connected?
Probably close to a dozen.
After 26 years of marriage and raising 2 kids, empty nest season is coming at us faster than we anticipated. So we're doing what any normal married couple would do. We bought a bus. Now we're renovating it into a tiny home on wheels. We named him Bob, and we're figuring it out as we go, just like we did with parenting. I'm Trish.
I'm Steve.
And together,
we're Team Rawls.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting on the bus again.
What are we doing today?
We're just doing a bunch of stuff. We painted the floor white, which is ridiculous because it's like putting white carpet in your house. It's gonna get filthy, but that's okay because we're gonna cover it up with the subfloor, which we might work on that today, except we're trying to put off buying plywood because it's so expensive. We're gonna take out some of the wiring that we don't need. We're gonna take off stickers, the rest of the stickers on the outside. So it's just kind of a catch all day, so come along with us. One of my goals today is to get rid of all this reflective tape. It's all over the bus. So while I'm out peeling off stickers, Steve is getting ready to work on wiring and hooking all the wires. We're gonna go through them and figure out what they go to and get rid of the ones we don't need. Right, boss?
That's right. You betcha.
Steve needed my help to take the seat out. Tell me which one you're on. All right, I got it. Because he needs to take this seat out to get to the control panel so he can mess with all the wiring. Okay. Got it.
Don't make me use this on you. There's some holes that are too big to weld that we're not going to utilize for other things. Like this is where the emergency stop sign thing that would swing out when the kids got off the bus, and there's 2 big holes here and they're too big for me to weld, and I don't really want to weld a piece of metal over it. So what I'm going to do is fill these holes with Bondo, and we're going to have to come in from the backside with some screen, and then we'll put the Bondo on, and then after it sets up and everything, we'll sand it all off and make it nice and smooth. That's why it's still a little wet.
Yeah.
See, just it's like grating cheese. I'm just taking off the excess. It's less I have to sand.
Yeah.
If I leave it all like it and let it dry and gets real hard, I have to sand it. It takes a lot longer to sand it off.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more of it.
So you gotta fill in those 2 little like half moon shapes or crescent moon shapes with more Bondo.
And once we do that, we'll do this again, and then we'll let it sit, and we'll sand it smooth in a few days whenever we're ready to do it.
It's good. I know it doesn't look like it, but that sticky stuff was really sticky. We had a really good rain recently, and one of the things that Steve did that's really super critical while you have your bus gutted is to check for leaks. So when it was raining really hard, he came out here and just checked every nook and cranny to see if we had some leaks, and he did find quite a few. So that's part of why we're working on the outside today. We're going to try to fill in some of those holes, make sure it doesn't leak. Hopefully we'll get another nice rain and see if we patch them all.
Voila. My name is Thomas.
The next step in sticker removal is getting rid of all the stickiness. Like, this stuff is so sticky, like anything sticks to it. I tried getting this goof off, but it doesn't really work. It just kind of smears the glue around. So I may try to go out and see if I can find some Goo Gone, which was recommended to me by another bus, Hive Drive Bus. They said it would be my friend, Goo Gone. So I'm gonna go try to find it. So this stuff, trash. I went and got this, and this seems to work really well. You just have to spray it on, let it sit a few minutes, and then you can basically scrape the glue off. This is by far the most intimidating part of the whole gutting process. Is the wiring. We've already ripped out a bunch. Some of the wires weren't even connected anymore. We have no idea what they went to. We kept a bunch of them. Most of the ones in the back we kept, like the flashing lights. We're gonna move those to connect to the brake or the blinkers or something like that. There's just so many wires. It's just crazy. And this is where we're channeling my dad, Bob, who the bus is named after, because he was an electrical engineer. So Dad, help us get through this. Yeah, something's going on under there.
I hear a relay box clicking. Do you hear it?
Yeah. Must have unplugged something that requires the bus to turn on.
You couldn't tell which one was clicking, could you?
Oh gosh, no. So how many wires are just hanging out there, like not connected?
Probably close to a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wires right there that aren't connected to anything. Whose idea was this again?
Yours.
We're sitting on a beach in Tahiti right now.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's a little late for that now.
Well, we decided to leave the wiring to the professionals.
We're not leaving it to the professionals.
Well, okay, we decided to call in reinforcements.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Lolly.
maybe he is a professional.
So we got into the wiring, and as you saw a few minutes ago, we couldn't figure out how to get the bus back started. Steve did some research on YouTube, and we just decided, you know, we've got limited amount of time to work on this bus, and we didn't want to spend the next week, 2 weeks, a year trying to figure out the wiring. So we called in reinforcements, and you guys will see that in an upcoming video. Right?
That's right.
Until then. Oh, thanks, Lolly.